Hello everyone, I'm Dragons After Dark, and today I wanted to do something a little different again and go over some of the updates that we have seen to pet battles that came out today. There were a couple of really big ones that I'm super excited about. A few of our pets found homes, we got some achievements, and I just kind of wanted to go through some of it with you and let you know about a couple of ones that I think most people are going to be looking forward to. First up, 5 of our pets have found their home or their sources where they are going to be once the expansion drops. We had 3 pets added to treasures, so we had the azure frillfish, chestnut, and the viridescent duck. I hope I'm saying that right. I don't know if that's how you pronounce that word. But those 3 were added to treasures. We had a pet added to another profession, enchanting. We'll get the order elemental, which I think is a pretty neat looking pet. It's using the new elemental model, but it's got that arcane look to it. It's kind of purpley. I can't pull it up on the big screen, so I don't know its pet number, but it's this guy right here. I really like the way he looks. He's super cute. Then last but not least, the Crimson Proto-Whelp will be added to a world quest that we will see in Valdraken, I believe. Let's see if it came up on here. We saw quite a few of the changes have hidden flags, which means that it's not going to come up in the journal. We were really only able to get some of this from Wowhead today. But yes, the Crimson Proto-Whelp will be from a collection of creatures. The pets that we are going to see from world quests, I'm not sure if it's going to be like Chompy, where we see a regular world quest reward, and sometimes these pets will drop from the world quest, sometimes they won't. We'll just have to wait and see. We'll know for sure once we get 70 templates. I'm not gonna level to 70 on the beta. That's not gonna happen. I'm not quite that dedicated, unfortunately. Once we get 70 templates, we'll be able to see the world quests when they come up, and I'll be able to do these, hopefully, if they pop up while the beta is active, and that way I'll be able to let everyone know if they are going to be a consistent drop, if they come up more than once, or if they're going to be like Chompy and it's just sort of a chance drop for that particular world quest. Next up, we had a lot of our pets get flavor text updates. Not all of them, but a lot of them got flavor text updates. And I only mention it because there were a few that stood out to me that I really liked for one reason or another. And I just wanted to go over a couple of those with you really quick. If you don't mind, if you do mind, you can skip forward to the next part. So my favorite snarky flavor text update was with Bright Feather. Bright Feather's flavor text says, "It's got bright feathers. What else is there to say?" That's pretty concise, pretty snarky. I feel like maybe they got to the end of the list of pets they were supposed to do flavor text for, and they were like, what more do you want me to say? It's got bright feathers. That's it. And I had one that was my favorite reference flavor text for the day. That one was on the pale baby Vorquin, and that one is, "Behold, a pale Vorquin." So for those of you who may not know what that reference is, it is a reference to the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. It says, "I looked, and behold, a pale horse, and he who sat on it had the name Death, and Hades was following with him." I'm not going to go into the rest of the quote, but that's what it's referencing, which I think is kind of funny for a tiny little Vorquin, but that one was my favorite reference one for the day. And my last favorite one came from the Roseate Hopper, so we finally got the source on that one A big thank you to Kalis, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, and their friend for finding the riddle object so that we could open the hidden Hornswogg hostage treasure and get all the screenshots we needed and everything for that, so I really appreciate it. We got the flavor text update today, and it says, most brightly colored frogs are usually incredibly poisonous. The roseate hoppers are different because they are only credibly poisonous. And that one made me laugh, and that's why that one's on the list today. Last up, we saw 4 new pets drop today. We will go over them really quick. We're going to save the best for last, of course. That's going to be the one tied to an achievement set, and we'll go over the achievements in a second. So one of the ones we saw today was Living Mud Mask. It's kind of just your typical slime pet. I believe this one's from a quest. Yes, this one is from a quest called Special Treatment. Based on the flavor text, I'm going to assume we're going to some kind of dragon spa, and could you imagine this, like, going to a spa and having this quote-unquote mud mask put on your face? I'm not sure how I would feel about that, especially since it would be moving. Like, I don't know that I'd be terribly comfortable with that. Alright, next up we have Scout. So Scout's a little weird. Clearly Scout is one of the woodpecker-esque birds that we're seeing. That's a new model with this expansion for pet battles. I'm not sure if it's a new model overall. And right now Scout's listed as Beast. I imagine this one might be sort of a mistake in the way that Quacky's family is going to be a mistake. I'm pretty sure that Scout will be changed to a flyer. Second to last, we have Petal. So Petal, another typical slime. What's actually really cute about Petal is, again, the flavor text. This one's probably going to be a drop item. I'm thinking maybe from a quest. So it says, when the Bushbeard clan decided they were going to have a wedding, they chose Petal to be the flower girl. She was spectacular. The reason I'm thinking maybe this one's going to be from a quest is you have a quest chain in Neoniran Plains through the main city, where you're going around and you're kind of doing matchmaking stuff. So that's why I kind of think that maybe this one's going to be attached to a quest chain. One of the achievements we will be seeing for this expansion is the Dragon Isle Safari, which we were expecting a safari one. Right now we don't have a reward for it. I'm almost wondering if, like, the little image isn't a guarantee that that's the pet we will be getting as a reward. If we get one, I can't guarantee we're going to get one for the safari. I think generally we do, though, if I'm recalling correctly. I would assume maybe it's gonna be one of the ducks. I could be completely wrong in many things on this. We might not even get a pet as a reward. It might not be a duck. I'm just kind of spitballing here on that one. We have three achievements. Battle on the Dragon Isles. This one's going to be all of our world quests. It's only listed as 8, and that might be what it stays at. I can't be sure, but it says 8 here. It might remain at 8. Maybe they'll add more as they go along. But Battle on the Dragon Isles also does not have any kind of reward on it yet. Now, the Battle on the Dragon Isles with the world quests, we might see a toy here, perhaps. I'm not really sure what we're gonna see on this one. I don't think we'd get 3 pets here. But time will only tell. Not sure if there's even going to be a reward for it. Last but not least, now for real this time, we have the Family Battler of the Dragon Isles. It's the typical 10 families that we will have to battle against the 8 ones that we've seen. And for this one, it looks like there's not going to be any leeway on this. In all of the other Family Battler achievements we've seen, it's been you only have to do so many of all of them. Like, I don't remember what it was for Shadowlands, but you didn't have to do all of the tamers. You could do, I think it's 2 less than the max. But on this one, we will have to do all 8 that we have up right now. As you can see from this one, they don't have any special names this time around. I don't know if that's going to change. It's just Aquatic Battler of the Dragon Isles, and the same for all the other families. But what really got me excited was the reward, because I thought this pet was particularly pretty. I am really looking forward to having this pet. I was excited when I saw it because we hadn't had any peacock pets come up, and I didn't want one of the pea chicks that we already have. I was hoping we'd see the adult models. I think there are a lot of really great adult models that we don't necessarily get in pet battles. We get the baby versions, and they don't. Sometimes the baby versions convey better than the adult versions. I think the new whelpling models are a great example of that. I think the new whelplings look a lot better than any of the quote-unquote adult dragon models that we have. So sometimes the baby models work better. As long as they don't make this one too terribly small, I think this is going to be an absolutely wonderful addition, and I really cannot wait to get this for my mage with her Venthyr transmog. I think it's gonna be perfect, and if not, well, I'll find a transmog that works with it. But I was super happy to see that we're gonna get an adult peacock model. But what about you? Do you think this is a good pet for the meta achievement for the Family Battler? Had you been hopeful that we were going to see more than 8 battles this expansion so far? Do you think maybe they're just pacing themselves? Because, I mean, when you think about it, BFA gave us a lot right out of the gate, and Shadowlands didn't give us too terribly many less than that, but maybe about the same. But it was a lot kind of right out the gate. So do you think it's better that they're taking a more simplistic approach with the world quests and not having as many for us and having us only do 8 battles for the Family Battler? Or do you think this means that maybe they're kind of trying to slowly let us down gently as far as pet battles go, and they're scaling back on them because they kind of want to phase them out? I don't know. We've gotten a lot of pet models. I don't know if it's going to be a phase out thing as far as collecting goes, but as far as battling goes, I'm not sure if trying to scale back the difficulty is a good sign or a bad sign. I'm still kind of on the fence about it in terms of what we're going to see in the future for battles. As of right now, as long as it's not an indicator of them doing less and less for us as time goes on, then I'm okay with it, as long as it's not a foreshadowing of that. If it is a foreshadowing of that, then I'm going the other way and I'm saying I'm disappointed. But let me know what you all think. I look forward to seeing your comments and reading your thoughts on everything. At the end of the day, though, I think this is a wonderful meta pet for the Family Battler, at least for this time around. Hopefully next time around, for the next patch, whenever we see, or next big patch when we see new zones or new areas, we'll get more battles, more pet rewards that look as awesome as this one. But for right now, that's going to be it for me. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day or night, depending on where you are in the world. And until next time, everyone, happy battling!